cow. The trees here smell really good. Quite a forest mix. Pine and eucalyptus. It's gotta be healing. It's like Japanese forest bathing. I forgot the word. The smell of apples is intense. Well, hello. Nice to see you. How are you today? It's a lovely morning here. I'm on a morning ride. After yesterday at the castle, I was thinking I always have to put this dead cat on this microphone if I'm going to use this one because the wind noise was creeping in. I also was thinking about when you fall down, go boom. You remember when you were a kid, you start running and then you just do a face plant? It's instantaneous. It happens like that. And immediately you break out crying. And then a couple of minutes later, a minute later, your parents come up and somebody, says you're okay. You just fell down. And the tears, they dry up and you're fine and you're running around again. Like a wild banshee. And that's great when you're a kid and you only have so far to fall. And you're resilient and your bones are very pliable. But if you have further to fall, it's a lot worse, right? More catastrophic. And when things fall, they fall fast, really, really fast. So if you're maintaining a sailboat and you start to let things slide, hardware and engines and electrical systems and whatnot, eventually it's a cascade and the thing will just fall apart really quickly and then you can't use it. Same thing with a car. When you watch the Twin Towers fall, it's there, it's burning for a long, long time, and then suddenly it just goes wow and falls. And it's a huge building, but it fell very, very fast. When I was a kid, I used to play this game with this little car, heavy plastic car with a big rubber wheel, and you pull a zip cord out of it. The wheel gets turning really, really quick, high RPMs. Put it on the floor, and it just goes racing across the floor, and I'd build these block castles and put army men on them, and then I'd crash that car into them and it would go crashing down, and then I'd survey the damage, how all the soldiers fell and what happened. It's a fun little game. But my point is, we get so comfortable in our bubbles and our cages that we stop paying attention. Of course, emotionally, we're getting tweaked all the time. The system is out there making money on our emotions, and that's exciting, and we can't turn away from it. But we're not really paying attention to what's going on behind the scenes. It's not a conspiratorial thing. It's just like, what's working on us? And we don't know, so we get comfortable and we enjoy the shit show. And then one day, the whole damn thing collapses. You can look at Weimar Germany and say, wow, that took what? It's debatable. Was it 10 years? Was it 15 years before it just shifted? There was a phase transition in the society there. Social political phase transition, and it goes from steam, it goes from boiling water to steam, just like that. It's a heartbeat, You're not paying attention and boom. If you've ever had a car wreck, how did that happen? I didn't see it coming. Bang, you just feel the impact and that's it. It happens so fast. Which is to say that we should all be paying very close attention all the time to maintaining what we have, improving it, and understanding the forces at play within it and around it. Because when it crashes fast, and it's usually catastrophic. And the damage, once it's done, it's done. You think about World War II, it's a nightmare. And a lot of things led up to it, obviously. But once it broke out, the momentum was insane and the destruction mad. So imagine just how fast one of those hypersonic hydrogen bombs, missiles, travels and delivers its payload somewhere. And yet it seems like human beings want to have another nuclear arms race. All the players getting involved, all the money at stake, all the resources at stake. It's freaking crazy, which is why I keep begging people to read and, understand how we got here and where we're going and what we could possibly, potentially do. The what if, imagine that aspect of things. So be careful, folks. Take an inventory of your situation, because when it crashes fast. That guy in Oregon, well, of course, he's a lefty, so, he's obviously a terrorist. That's the narrative, right? People buy into it. All the right-wing people are terrorists, all the left-wing people are terrorists. Obviously, some are, some aren't, but anyway, the narratives are spinning out of control. Some young white kid kills 2 people. That happens really fast. How did that happen? Pull the trigger, bang. He's up for murder. The lefty guy kills a righty guy, and the feds are sent in to hunt him down. Let's go get that guy. Trump wants him gotten. We're gonna go get him. Nobody knows what happened. We've all seen The Wire and all those TV shows. You plant a gun. I'm not saying that happened. He could have pulled a gun. In the interview, he didn't seem like the kind of guy that would pull a gun on federal agents. That just seems so ridiculous. He's a father. He was out with his child before he went to that rally. It was an unwise decision what he did. Totally wrong. He shouldn't have gone. He shouldn't have taken a gun. And he paid for it with his life. But imagine the difference, right? How quickly this happens. It escalates. The narrative's out of control. It's priming people for war, for civil war, to take guns into crowds where other people on another side has guns. Armed and dangerous, crowd situations. And it's become normal in the States. That's crazy. The lefty guy shoots a righty guy. He gets hunted down by the feds. Multiple gun shots through the car. And, I don't know, assassinated? Maybe not. The righty guy gets murdered by the lefty guy. Was it self-defense? Who knows? How do you figure that out? You adjudicate that in court. You go to court and figure it out, right? A jury of your peers, lawyers, court dates, lots of money spent. What the fuck? Don't we have better things to do? I mean, there's a freight train coming. Climate change. Nuclear arms races. Are we kidding each other? Technology is way out of most people's purview of understanding. And it's playing on us day in and day out, tweaking us, influencing us, getting us all worked up. And people are getting killed because of it. This is a global thing too. It's not just the United States. Different cultures deal with it differently. The US is huge and rich and insane, and it's all about the money over there. I'm telling you, be careful, because while you're not paying attention, while you're comfortable in your cage or your bubble or your castle, once that fire is lit, it's lit. You can put it out, but the damage has been done. Look at California. You can put those fires out, but the damage has been done. Pay attention, people. You really have to learn how to communicate with one another and audit your own thoughts and beliefs. Because when the fall comes, it comes fast. Even if you want to go back to the Bible. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil, Adam and Eve, or any other mythology. It's common wisdom, common sense. Maintain your relationships, maintain your mental health. God, do something. When the fall comes, boom, just like that.